What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It is cuffing season, y'all, and the passport bros are taking flight. Now, in this episode of Relationplanes, we're gonna go ahead and check out a brother that's over in Province. So his channel is called Province Smile. It looks like he's having a really good time exploring the Philippines and meeting his new Isha, or wife, over in the Philippines, or and soon-to-be wife over in the Philippines. Everything seems to be going very well for him, and it seems like that his journey over across seas is really paying off. I would like for us to dive into it and take a look at it, because I believe that this is right here is a great example as to what the possibilities are for men who are looking to do just that. Go overseas and find themselves a beautiful woman they can court and marry. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Is the sheep preaching hate when he says, I'm not going to let the wolf eat me anymore? If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent, or is the wolf the violent one? He wasn't teaching hate, he was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop him. Do whatever you have to do to stop him.
Today on Province Smile, we're in the province, in a little town called Hinabaan, where Joy's family lives. Joy kept showering me with the local fresh food and fruits, things that would have cost hundreds of dollars in the States. And I finally started realizing just why a province girl is so adaptable and content with life. Internet in the Philippines is really different from America. You have to buy a load for your phone or iPad if you don't have Wi-Fi. Joy's dad had one of these machines at his house so the neighbors could come and purchase internet. Did it work? Joy paid for some load on her phone and then made a hotspot for me to use on my iPad. While plugged into a tree, of course. Hi, Mom and Dad. It's been a few days out in the province with Joy's family, and so my cell phone has not had Wi-Fi very easily. I've been filming mostly on my GoPro and have lots of crazy footage of normal life out here.
You can tell when they're cooking in the kitchen because the smoke just comes through the walls. They must be cooking something in there. What is this?
This is menudo.
Menudo?
Yeah,
Which is pork and some vegetables.
pork and carrots and potato.
Oh, and that's the intestines?
Yeah, that's called dinuguan.
Dinuguan?
And this one nilaga.
Nilaga. You see bones.
And later when we come back, you eat your crab.
I couldn't believe it. 3 different delicious dishes for breakfast along with my coffee, and right after I turned off my camera, they brought plates of rice, eggs, and fish. It's super busy around here. Everyone is doing something.
What are you doing?
I felt lazy. Even the kids were working.
Washing dishes?
I could just hear the thoughts of all my friends in LA.
The kids are washing dishes, and they're right next to a pig pen? Think of how unclean that is.
Okay, maybe I'm projecting because that's what I was thinking. I even asked Joy about it later.
Your daughter was washing dishes right by the pig pen?
because the water was there. It's easy for her to wash there because there is a lot of water then.
Yeah.
On our regular kitchen. You saw my kitchen, right?
I saw the kitchen. Yeah.
So yeah, usually we wash dishes in that place.
Kids are washing dishes from yesterday. Her dad is climbing all the coconut trees to collect all the coconut wine from the branches. The brothers and relatives are watering and feeding and cleaning the pigs. And Joy is hand washing all of her clothes from yesterday.
I'm filming all the busyness. It's very busy here everywhere. Good morning, my blink dog.
It was at this point that I did something that I was really embarrassed about, until Joy told me later that it didn't matter at all.
Is this how you wash clothes?
Yeah.
I was filming and then I realized your sister-in-law was giving herself a shower. And I was like, oops, sorry, but it didn't matter.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
Her mom does a video call with us, and she's like, hi, and then she pours water on herself. And I'm like, what? So weird. There's no privacy, but you're not embarrassed about stuff is what it turns into.
Yeah, what's kind of natural in province.
You're hanging up my underwear on the line, you know, you're right in the middle of everybody, and I'm like going, ooh. It's just, everyone's going through it to go to the bathroom.
And as you can see, like, off rip, their way of life and the way that they commune is totally different from here in the States. Now, here in the States, of course, you could be standing right next to your next door neighbor and you would know a thing about them nowadays. There is no real unity within the States, even amongst family. Well, when you take a look at the people over in the Philippines, it looks like they're very united. They have a strong bond with each other. The whole family is in communion with each other. And it just seems like they have that strong family tie, which is a very important trait when you're looking for a potential spouse or potential wife. There's a plus right there. That is definitely a green flag. Something that you want to look for. Over in the Philippines, it seems like their way of life is much more simple than it would be here in the States. You know, of course, they have to purchase certain things in order to load up their phones so they can be able to utilize them or use them on Wi-Fi or data. It's just a completely different way of life. And if you're used to that type of thing, like, you know, you have a lifestyle to where you want to live in community and you want to live on some sort of on your own land and things like that, then this is nothing for you. This is nothing to you. It's not nothing huge for you to adapt to. But if you're a type of person who loves technology, loves being around technology, and is just technology driven, not driven by nature, but just driven by technology and modern conveniences, then this will probably be not a very good experience for you. It'll be a huge adjustment for you to make. So you want to consider that when choosing to go overseas to find you a new woman.
I was so embarrassed about accidentally filming someone taking a bath that I put my GoPro down for a while. That is, until I saw the kids playing a strange game.
Kick.
It was kind of like hacky sack.
Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like a badminton, the way they've made it. It's like a coin.
No, it's not a coin. It's a washer.
This is a washer like you're saying.
It was made out of a washer and a candy wrapper.
You have to twist your slipper.
Can we all just appreciate how Joy said,
You have to twist your slipper.
Okay, I'm ready.
they used both their hands and their feet, and I couldn't really figure out the rules of the game because no one could explain it to me.
See how good they are, honey?
Look at that, the royal treatment.
And then Joy insisted on washing my feet. Talk about being treated like a king. And we did a lot of what the province is known for, relaxing.
I have won this before, but I don't know where is it now. Maybe it's already broken.
That is jackfruit right there. And apparently that's a small one.
As we were lounging in the hammock, Joy's mom brought over a jackfruit. She was cutting it open and showing me everything about it.
That's the one you ate last night, my love.
Yeah, but I still didn't realize they were that big.
That's the way you remove the sticky thing.
The fruit was really sticky and somehow the palm branches got it off. Somehow that sound is just satisfying.
It's amazing.
You pull out like that.
I kept eating the wrong part, so Joy made me give a demonstration of how to do it correctly.
So this time, when you
Take the
open,
seed out.
okay, and then,
And this part is delicious.
right, honey?
It looks like that.
This is marang. What is
Malang.
marang? So he's eating different kind of fruits. How it is good?
Super soft.
And while I was gorging myself on fruit, her parents brought a bunch of crabs over that they just purchased. They're all still alive, too.
Yeah, this is a big one.
That was Joy trying to attack her brother with a crab.
Oh, it's already cooked.
It smells good. That's all crab.
They turned red.
Yeah, with the coconut milk.
I like that everything's finger food. You're like, this is how we eat. And you like grab rice and squish it into a ball and put some meat onto it and eat it. And you guys are all proud of me for eating like that.
That's the way we hung out. We don't need fork and spoon.
Later that day, we all went down to Jane Pool Resort where I was staying, and everybody went swimming. One of the interesting things about public pools in the province is everybody just wears clothes. Nobody had a swimming suit, except for Joy and I, but apparently that's the way they prefer it. It was a great time. It seemed like the whole town was there. In the parking lot, there was a bunch of fish laying out in the sun.
That's a fresh fish.
Joy explained that this is fresh fish that they put out to dry for about 2 days, and then they put salt and vinegar on it. The coconut wine vinegar, actually, from what we saw a couple days ago.
Coconut wine
Yeah,
that
coconut
has sat for a day and it's turned
into vinegar.
vinegar. And then you use this to make dried fish.
Yes.
And then you can cook it, and then you have dried fish, which is a favorite in the Philippines for breakfast. I couldn't wrap my head around leaving fish out for days in the sun. It just seemed like a really bad idea, but Joy explained that nope, this is just what is done there, and it's delicious. Later on that day, we all hopped on the motorcycles and the whole family drove down to, I have no idea, we were just driving. I didn't know where we were going. We probably drove for about a half an hour. We ended up at this lookout to watch the sunset. Other locals were there to do the same. A motorcycle vendor was there selling balut, which I promptly turned down.
No.
But then Joy explained that on this island, balut is just hard-boiled chicken egg, not a baby duck like I saw in Manila. So I actually had balut this time.
What are you drinking, my love?
We drove back to town and went to her aunt's house. There was tons of people hanging out in front of the house, and her brothers just fed me one beer after another.
How it tastes?
Ramigayo.
Lami kayo.
Either I was saying the wrong thing or my accent was just funny sounding. Later that night, we went downtown to the festival. There was a pageant, speeches, and then they turned the basketball courts into a dance floor. The whole town was there. Now, I know what you're thinking. I suck at dancing. Why in the world am I dancing? Well, Joy's mom wanted me to dance, and all her family wanted me to dance, so I stumbled out on the dance floor to try to learn some moves from her mom, while everyone watched and laughed. The next day, we pretty much just hung out all morning. Everyone always seemed to be together. This whole experience really helped me to understand why Joy seems so content in any situation. Life here is very much about going with the flow, using what you have, sharing everything, and lots of relaxing when possible.
Is that your chicken?
Yeah, this is my chicken.
I'm still recording.
We had to catch a flight, so we jumped on a trike and headed down to the bus stop, only to find out that the bus schedule was completely wrong. Luckily, we had our friend Chief.
Okay. Yeah. You wanna fly?
We made it back to the Dumaguete airport and sat there for about 4 hours while we waited for our plane. Next stop, Cebu.
I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like, all right? Show me a little bit of love. If you got anything to comment about that, leave it in the comment section below. Go ahead and hit the subscribe if you have not done so yet, and hit that notification bell on your way out. Until next time, we'll see you in the next one, all right? Shalom.